guys, I'm Kate Simsley. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. And if you're new, welcome in. Today we are building a ghetto rooming house in The Sims 4. So, this is a rooming house, and it's ghetto. It's for the Building the Ghetto series, which will be linked at the end of the video. And in that series, we just build run-down ghetto little houses and homes, and we create a Sims 4 world that is a little less than ideal, and this house would be kind of one of those. It is 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, so 3 of the bedrooms are upstairs. There is another bedroom in the basement, and you're going to watch it come together pretty quickly. I did cut out a fair amount of footage, of course, because it is essentially all just placing trash and cracks in the walls and marks and whatnot, and so I cut all that out because it's not really fun to watch me do the same thing 226 times for about 6 hours, and so I cut it all out, and you're just going to watch the house come together and get the basics. When we get into the bedrooms and stuff, you're going to see just the layouts, and in the basement you see all the extra little stuff we throw in. It's simple. I think the part that I show the most of the cracks and the dirt is outside, as well as in the kitchen. You're going to see a lot of grunge and dirt. But even that, I cut a fair amount out. It would have been hours of footage of me just placing grossness, and it would not have been fun for you. So I did cut it out, but you get the gist of it. There is a ton of screenshots at the end for you to see, and you're going to see how disgusting this truly is. Granted, the screenshots don't do it justice. Like, you truly do not get to see the grossness unless you're here in person, and so I encourage you to download this. It is on the gallery. Best way to find this and any of my builds and me is using the hashtag K8Simsley, which is my name on the gallery and on social media. But I do always put the information in the description below, as well as a link to the online gallery. So I don't really have too much to say. You're going to watch it come together. It's not simple. There's nothing simple about this. It was actually quite tedious. It was hours and hours and hours of just placing dirt and cracks and grossness. But you're going to watch it. It looks simple thanks to the magic of video editing and cutting a lot of things out. But you're going to watch it come together. Where I live, it is absolutely freezing, you guys. Like, it's been, okay, today's not so bad, but it's been cold. Like, Canada, for one, even out west, which, okay, normally out west is pretty warm. They've been pretty bad. They got a ton of snow, and now it's super freezing. No one's happy. Where I live, it's been really, really cold. Like, we got, like, -20, to the point it killed my car. Like, my car wouldn't start because it was so cold outside that, yeah, my battery died and my car would not start from the cold, which is, that's never happened to me. So it's, like, really crazy and it's really cold. Today's a little better. It's still cold, don't get me wrong. It's freezing. But it's not the way it has been. Thank God. I'm looking forward to it warming up, but it's not going to happen right now. I guess apparently we're getting like a storm tomorrow. My dad keeps telling me. I don't think it'll happen, but he keeps saying we will. But yeah, it hasn't been pleasant, so I've kind of been hiding. My parents, they bought a house. I told you guys this a couple of videos ago. I've talked about it non-stop. But they are now slowly moving to their new house. And they were there for the first time the other day. It was closing. They went to the house. And my mom flooded the bathroom. First day in your new house, she tried to turn on the washing machine and it somehow flooded their house. And so now she's freaking out about that. And, yeah, it's a lot. I kind of had to laugh, sorry to say. But I was like, I told you so, you shouldn't have bought a little crappy house. I haven't seen the house they bought yet. I'm going to go see it. But it's more of a trailer than a house. Like, it's a modular home, but I'm like, I can't. Don't get me wrong, it's just weird to me. We've always just lived in these big houses, and for them to live, like, they're older, they don't need the space, but, like, I kind of had to make fun of them just to drive them nuts and make them think that their decision was bad. Because, you know, I mean like that. But I am happy for them, and I'm happy for myself, to be honest with you. I can't wait to have my space back. I am recording in my room right now, and it's not ideal. It's not set up for recording, so having my office back and being able to, I don't know, get the sound set up so it's not bouncing off all the walls and just being ridiculous is going to be very helpful for me, and so I do look forward to that. Other than that, you know, I've just been busy trying to get them settled and help them get all their stuff ready to go to their new home. And I've been hibernating because it's super cold and I absolutely despise it. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. So, like I said, this has 4 bedrooms, sorry. Oh my god. 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. 3 bedrooms are upstairs here, so you can watch this. We're gonna quickly throw together the floor plan. 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom up here. And then we move back outside for a bit. And at the end, we put a bedroom and a bathroom in the basement, along with a laundry room and a hot water tank and an electrical panel. That all goes in the basement. And the basement, I actually used the new castle kit, like the stone from it with the moss. And it's like really icky looking because there's moss growing in your basement. And so you're going to see that come together. I haven't built with the castle kit yet. I have a plan, and I'm going to, hopefully in a few days. Things have just kind of been crazy, but I'm hoping to get more content out for you on a regular basis. It's been very sporadic, I know. But I have been working on a few ideas that I plan to get out. And I like the new castle kit. It's kind of cute. I find, like, it's a little weird. Like, the doors we already had that door, essentially. Now we just have a bunch of them in all different sizes, so that's good. I like the door, and it's fine. The stone is good. I love the swatch that has the moss. I think it's beautiful. Absolutely love it. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's cute. What are your thoughts on it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Like, what are you thinking? I think it's a kit. Like, it's not, you don't get a lot. But I think that it's kind of cute, and it opens up more possibilities for us, and I love that every time. But yeah, so we start outside here, and we're just going to add a ton of trash. We put, like, the broken refrigerator, the broken stove. We put a lot of trash bags. We put all the rundown cars. I am going to put a car in the driveway here. I put, like, the Jeep. It's like a green Jeep, I think, I don't even know what it's from. Anyway, I put that here. And then I also, behind it, you're going to just see them up here. But I add the 2 broken cars, and then later on, I throw in another little broken truck. I think it's from like cottage living or growing together or something. But there are a bunch of rundown vehicles. We have a broken dresser. There's graffiti and cracks and exposed brick. And then we board up all the windows later on, which I don't show on camera, but we do board up the windows. I use the new little lawn chairs from, what is that pack? Why can't I think of it? Anyway, the new little lawn chairs. Can't think of the name of the pack. I know you know. I know, but I can't think of the name. And yeah, just a lot of trash, as you can see. But it comes together, and I love it. I use the rug. It's from Get Famous, and it looks like dirt, like a crack hole in the ground with dirt, and I use that literally all over the place. And yeah, just a lot of trash. Nothing too impressive. Well, I guess it's impressive, because it's a lot of trash. It's pretty nasty. But the way I was thinking of this is that it's a rooming house, and so you're renting out rooms. I'm going to upload this, or I uploaded it as a residential unit. It's uploaded as Ghetto Rooming House, and like I said, hashtag K8 Simsley is the best way to find it. But I figured you could just rent out rooms. If you want to buy it as a house, then you can set up the rentals and just rent each room as a little unit. You're not going to get a ton of money for them. You're probably going to lose money, but I think it could make for like some fun gameplay and just an interesting storyline, so to speak. But yeah, moving inside here, we're going to start in the kitchen. Now, the kitchen is super nasty. You'll see in the screenshots, like, there's even, like, mold growing in the sink, and there's cracks on the walls, there's dirt, there's grunge. It's just gross. And so, yeah, you're going to watch it come together. You're not going to see it all. I, like, cut to, like, show you it, and it's pretty much done. I don't show a lot of it, but the screenshots do show it off. But it is a lot of grunge and dirt and grossness, and I think it's lovely. It just makes me so happy. I just find The Sims 4 is just such a perfect game. Like in The Sims 2, even The Sims 1, like, things happen that were really bad. We don't have anything in this game. There's nothing. We have no burglars. Bad things really don't happen. Every once in a while, your Sim dies because they get hit by lightning or an asteroid or whatever the case. They're abducted by aliens. But realistically, it's a pretty family-friendly game. And so sometimes I think that creating this type of build is a way to just, I don't know, mess up the perfection, if that makes sense. And I have a lot of fun doing it. But so, the kitchen came together quick, like you just saw it, you watched it. I don't really know what to say to you. And after this, we're going to move on and we do the living room, which again is just, the living room's not as nasty. the kitchens and bathrooms are by far the grossest part of this house and outside. But the living room's not great either. There's a lot of cracks in the walls and just exposed brick and some stains on the floor and like a big puddle at the front door. And so I think it's really fun. I like it. Hopefully you will too. If you do, give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out. It honestly just makes me happy. And I put hours and hours into building this. So, you know, it just, I don't know, it's gratification, I guess, and validation for what I do. But I do have fun, and I think no matter what, even if I didn't have a channel, I would still do this because I think it is just so fun. I love building. It's like my way to relax, if that makes sense. Like, you know, at the end of the day, when you're done and you're fed up, I sit down and build, or I sit down and like play another game or whatever. Actually, I got a new game. It's called House Builder. I had never even seen anything about it. I didn't even know what the game was. But I decided to buy it because it was on sale. And I'm glad I did. It's kind of neat. But it's all first person. So you literally are the person and you see your hands. That's a little hard for me. Like, I'm not very good at that. That's why I'm really bad at shooter games. First of all, my reaction time's terrible. Second of all, that first person thing really messes me up. But it is first person, but you're literally building a house. And I discovered last night, I've been playing it like all weekend when I had time. And I discovered that there's like a creative mode too, so I can just go in and build a house anytime I want. So I'm going to give that a try. But it is kind of a neat game. It was on sale on Steam for like 20 bucks. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. Like, I like building houses. That's all I do in The Sims. I don't play the game. Like, very rarely do I play. I just build, and it makes me happy. So I bought this game, and I've been going through it. And like, the game itself is kind of tedious, because you gotta like, it teaches you how to make mud bricks. You gotta build an igloo first, and then you build a mud house. And you're in like the rainforest. The cool thing is, like right now I'm working on a log cabin. I just finished a log cabin. And it's kind of cool because I'm in the forest, but there's like animals and stuff. Like you see little foxes running around, and like there's wild boars, and there's bears, and there's birds. It's kind of neat. I like it. But yeah, you just build the house in first person. It's kind of messing me up, but I'm getting used to it. And it's really fun. It's just really fun. It's kind of tedious, and some of like the game mechanics are a little weird. But I do like it. It actually has potential to be a really good game. I've got a lot of them like that. Like House Flipper, I own that too. And I love that game. They got House Flipper 2 now. I haven't bought that one yet. I don't know if I want to. I didn't really play much of House Flipper. But 2 is out. And so House Flipper, you buy a house and then you fix it up and you sell it. And it's a good game. However, it is so easy to figure out what you have to do to get money for the house that it's not really a challenge, if that makes sense. And then the way that that entire game is set up is you have to search, like, it's all set up to search by, like, the type you're looking for. So, like, you'll have a house, and people want to buy it, but they hate contemporary furniture, and they don't want red walls. Or you'll be, like, renovating, and they'll say that, you know what I mean? It's not just buying and selling. You also do renovations for people, and just by what they say, like, if they say they love modern, you put in modern furniture, you're gonna win every time. Like, no matter what. It's kind of simple. Anyway, focusing back on the build here, the living room's coming together, as you can see. I end up using, curtains here. Okay, these curtains that you see, I don't stick with this swatch. I like try 100 swatches. The thing I don't like about these, and I said this before, I find the little bars in the middle and the curtains, sometimes like the swatch is just slightly off. Like the woods just slightly don't match sometimes. And I know it's the lighting, because I'm not putting them right on the window because they sit funny. But it drives me insane. Like, they're just, you can see it there, kinda. Like, the center part looks darker. Sometimes it looks lighter than the outer wood, and it makes me a little nuts. But I did end up using them. We are going to change the swatch, though. We put a plant in the corner, and we put more dirt and stuff on the walls, and it's just gross. I love this type of build. The Sims is just so perfect, and sometimes I just have to mess it up. And that is why I enjoy builds like this. But yeah, we just do this living room. We put like stains and stuff on the floor. There's like a big puddle by the front door. And it's all pretty nasty. And I love it. We're going to actually even add, I come back in. I don't think you see it here. But I do come back in and I add like stains on the windows. So when you look at the house from outside, and you will see it in the screenshots, the windows are all stained and nasty. And I think it's so fun. But we're going to put a little table in the corner, a picture on the wall, which we actually make the picture crooked using the tool mod. If you don't have tool, it's the best thing in the world. But if you downloaded something and somebody used tool to play something strangely, like I could play this radio upside down, and when you download the build, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it'll be upside down even if you don't have tool, and so that's pretty cool. I did make the picture crooked, and yeah, I just love it. I love how ghetto and disgusting and worn and run down and lived in this nasty little house looks. But in my mind, like I said, I was imagining it's rooming houses, so you're renting out rooms, and the people are not taking care of the house, and it's pretty gross. And so it's kind of conveyed in this room, especially in this room. Well, this and the bathrooms and the kitchen is nasty. But moving on, we're going to start upstairs on one of the bedrooms. So there are 3 bedrooms upstairs. No, we're not. We're going to do it. I lied to you. Oh my god. We're doing the dining room first. Dining room is just going to have a table, and I use like the eco lifestyle table. I put a little card set on the table. We're going to have like plants in here and another little like hutch and some curtains and more stains and whatever. And that's about it. But upstairs in the bedrooms, they're all really nasty. One is a little cleaner than the other 2 upstairs, and the basement one is yucky. It's not as yucky either, but it's still really run down and worn looking, and I thought it was fun. But yeah, I don't really have anything to say. Like, my life is just so mundane. I've been helping my parents get ready to move. I've been kind of mentally preparing myself for me to move my entire house around when they're gone, and I have my space back. I'm going to, like, deep clean and gut everything and get rid of stuff and purge and start fresh. And get more organized and get my office set up so that things are just a little more functional. Right now, I'm very unorganized. I have like you gotta understand, I went from an entire house to basically living in my bedroom because there are people in my house. People who live very differently than I do. Not that they're bad, it's wonderful having them here, but we're very different in the way that we live our lives, and it's been kind of a struggle. And so I'm mentally preparing myself to go back to the way things were and the way I like things. I'm very set in my ways, apparently. But yeah, I'm getting ready for that. So that's exciting. I'm really excited for that. I just put some pictures on the walls here, nothing too interesting. Besides my parents moving, which is, like I said, very exciting, my daughter is also getting ready to go to high school. Next year, she will be going to high school. And so for a few years, we've been talking about it, preparing for it. The high school down the road from us is actually a super good school, and they have a course, and it's a hairdressing course. Like, you literally get a certificate, and you can cut hair. And so she's been really excited about that until now. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she woke up and decided she wants to go to the Catholic high school. Okay? We're not Catholic. Like, we're not Catholic. I went to Catholic school for a couple of years when I was young. I'm not baptized. Her father's not baptized. We're not overly religious people. And so I don't know. Well, I do know where it's coming from. She has a friend. Her friend's going to the Catholic high school. She knows a couple of people that go there. And she's decided that's where she wants to go. My issue is not that it's a Catholic school. I don't really care. If you are religious, all the power to you. I think it's beautiful to have something to believe in. However, the Catholic high school is a lot further from my house. The high school she was supposed to go to is around the corner. Like, it's a 2-minute walk. The Catholic high school is way up the road, around the corner, down a street and over a bridge. It's far. And I know my kid, she won't walk. Like, she won't. I know she won't. And I can't drive her. I have my youngest son is disabled, and he gets picked up by like a disabled van in the morning. I have to get him ready, which takes a really long time. It's hard. So I won't have time to drive her. In school, high school here starts at like 8 in the morning. There's not a chance that's going to happen. So I'm telling her, like, she can't go there, and she's getting all mad. But, like, in my defense, 2 months ago, she wanted to go to a different high school because her other friend was going there. Like, her mind changes more than the wind. And it's kind of driving me insane. Don't get me wrong, I'm the same way. Like, I change my mind all the time, but, like, I don't know. High school's important. You can't screw around, and I know how she is. She'll go to this Catholic high school, decide she hates it, and then she'll want to switch. And you can't be doing that. Like, listen, I messed up in high school. I dropped out. I didn't finish. I did end up going back to finish. I did. I finished high school. I actually went on to university. I have college and university degrees. but it's something that I wish I had done the way it's supposed to be done. And my daughter constantly goes on that she wants to be a lawyer. That's her dream. Going to a high school where you know you're not gonna, and she's not gonna stay there. Like, I wish I could say she would. She'll be very unhappy, and she won't walk, and then she'll miss school. You're not gonna get into law school like that. Like, my daughter's super smart, and I think if she really wants to do it and she applies herself, she can. However, I also know she's very flighty, and she won't walk to school, and I can't be running around driving her and getting him ready and doing everything I need to do every day. And so I'm telling her that no, she can't go, and she's pretty mad about it. That's the worst part of being a parent. You know, like, I know a lot of you don't have kids, you're young. The ones that do will understand. The worst part of being a parent is being a bad guy. Like, I don't want to be a bad guy. I don't want to be your friend. But I also don't want to be a bad guy. I don't want to make your life miserable. And she just makes it seem like everything I do is so terrible, and it hurts my feelings, not gonna lie. Like, I'm not doing it to be mean to you. I think you're being irrational because you're 13 years old, and I remember how that was. And you can't be that way. So this is a battle in our house right now, so I've been dealing with that too. But it is what it is. She's gonna have to get over it. I don't care. I just don't care. It's too much. It's just too much. She's a lot of work. But anyway, we moved upstairs, and you can see one bedroom came together pretty simple. It is the cleanest room of them all. It had a double bed. I created a headboard out of, like, a metal fence. Like, I sized it down and made a headboard. And, yeah, just put some bookcases and a dresser and a mirror, scratches on the wall, a robe. But we're moved on to the second room now, and it has a single bed, dresser. I don't know if there's a bookcase in here. But same thing. It's just dirty and messy and whatever. These people don't care about where they live. They're just here for now. You know? That's my thought. And so, yeah, there is a bookcase. It's on the wall. What do you know? Yeah. The next room we're going to do is also a single bed. After that, we're going to move on to the basement. In the basement, like I said, I used the not tiling, it's stone from the castle kit. And we're going to put, like, a water heater, and I think I told you this already. A water heater and washer dryer, a little bathroom, and then a bedroom, and that's about it. So, I don't know. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Helps me out, makes me happy. I don't know. I put a lot of work into this. Like, you guys don't understand. It's hours and hours of footage. So, yeah, you know. Anyway, yeah, we just add, like I said, the cracks to the wall. We're going to put some posters on the wall in here. And, this room I actually end up adding, like, I imagine they had a dog, so I put a dog bowl and a dog toy in here. I'm not sure you'd want to have a dog if you're living in a rooming house, but I've known people to do it. Like, I've known them personally, but I've seen people who do it. Like, you see homeless people all the time with dogs, so I guess whatever. I imagine I had a dog anyway. I put a dog bowl and a dog toy, but there is a lot of, like, clutter and filth and laundry and boxes all over. I thought it worked. I thought it was kind of cool. You can see the walls are just nasty, and every room is kind of painted in a icky swatch, so that it kind of just, it's just not nice. It's not the best place to live. I don't know how much these would be if they're rentals. I didn't even try it, to be honest with you. I imagine they wouldn't be expensive, but the sheer amount of stuff I put in here, I'm not sure if the game differentiates, like, it being something gross or being something nice. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how much they'd be. If you do play with it and you figure out how much it is, let me know. I'd be curious. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear how much they are, because I haven't done it yet. But I can't imagine, I know in real life, these would definitely not be expensive rooms. Granted, not expensive nowadays is still kind of expensive, not gonna lie. Everything is insane. Like, the cost of apartments or houses or whatever, it's astronomical. I can't even believe it. Apartments, okay. There's these apartment buildings, not even far from where I live. I've always really liked them. Inside, they're super cute. They're really big and spacious. They have balconies, you know what I mean? Nothing fancy at all. In fact, some of them are like housing apartments, I think, or like geared to income or something. But I've always really liked them. And it used to be that a 3-bedroom there was like $1,400 a month. I looked the other day. I kid you not. They are like $2,900 a month. Nothing about them has changed. But they're like $3,000 a month. Who is doing this? I have an entire house, and I'm telling you, it's not $3,000 a month, or I would jump off a bridge. Anyway, that is enough rambling from me. It just dawned on me that I don't even show the basement. Like, I don't know where the footage went, but it is not here. So I don't think you're gonna see it. I don't think it's here. Like I said, it's literally washer, dryer, bathroom. There is a bedroom. The bedroom down there is actually not that messy, but there's like graffiti on the wall, and I like hung curtains along one wall because you can't put windows in basements in this game, and that's annoying. So it's basic. You'll see it in the screenshots, and there are a fair amount of screenshots, so you get to see that. And yeah, you can look at the grossness some more. But I don't show it. I don't know why. There's also like another living room down there, like a sitting area, and a bookcase, and a TV, and whatever you want to add if you do download this. Like I said, it is on the gallery. Hashtag K8Simsley is the best way to find it, or the information in the description below. Feel free to share your thoughts on this build, good or bad. Feedback is always appreciated. And share any ideas. Like, if you have any ideas for, like, builds, whether they're ghetto and run down or not, I'd love to hear your ideas. I have an ongoing list, and so, like, sometimes I pull from there, and I, like, build them. You know, like, if inspiration hits me, I do grab ideas from people's comments, and I will, or like social media and stuff. I am on social media everywhere as well. Again, you can find me with hashtag K8Simsley, best way to do it, or just K8Simsley everywhere I am. But I'd love to see you wherever you are, obviously. And again, I'm really sorry that the basement somehow disappeared. I'm not even sure how that happened, but you do see it all in the screenshots, which you're going to jump into. In literally less than 1 minute, we're just going to paint the walls in here and add cracks and more dirt and grossness and a mirror, and you can see it all come together. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, helps me out, makes me happy. And I will play some music, and I'll see you in the next one. Have yourself a spectacular day. Bye!
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough for you. I wish you could be happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie. LA made you crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more, no, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can afford. This is goodbye, bye. LA made you crazy, yeah, yeah. I see your stories and I can't believe all the people you meet. Think you belong with everybody else, but you belong with me. And there's nothing I can do, cause you don't see straight when it comes to her. No, she's gonna eat you up whole and spit you out, and then you'll be free. Every piece. I wish you could be happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie. LA made you crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more, no, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can afford. This is goodbye, bye. LA made you crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more, no, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can afford. Don't I make you feel something? Or maybe you can't feel anything. She's not gonna give you everything.